All right, how to improve performance and production. And again, I love the fact that people, the usual suspects show up on these meetings, and it's all about performance and production. I mean, that's the business we're in. And I'll work with anybody that's willing to put in the time, energy, and effort. But when you talk about how to improve performance and production, it's, there's a, kind of, I say 10 areas here to really look at to improve performance and production. Number one is goal setting. I've always said that it's so important to set specific goals, something that gives you a little stretch, but it's something that you can measure where you're at. If you're not setting goals, you're not writing down goals, you're not looking at your goals, you're kind of a missile without a target. It's you don't know if you're on course or off course. So when we talk about goal setting, it's and if you need help with goal setting, I can certainly give you, just based on my experience, some of the realistic goal setting that you should have, whether you're just starting in the business or you've been around the business for a while. I'm willing to help. Sales techniques. There is certain strategies that you can use that certainly improves your prospecting, how to qualify a prospect, how to make a presentation, how to handle objections and closing opportunities. Sales techniques important. And I always say that when you are genuine and you're really coming from the right place to help your prospect, your candidate, to get in business, forget all the fanfare and all the sales techniques. A lot of times that's being, genuine is, recognized by the prospect, but there, you do have to know how to make a presentation. You have to know how to handle the objections, and you have to be able to kind of get them to ultimately close. So sales techniques become important. Product knowledge, knowing the business inside out. You got to know the money flow. You got to know how they get paid, how they make money. There's got to be a value proposition for the prospect. So product knowledge is important. And of course, customer relationship management. We talk about building relationships. We are in the relationship business. There's no doubt about it. This is all about getting to know somebody, because they're going to do business with someone they know, like, and trust. If you don't hit one of those three, it's not going to happen. They're not going to move forward. There has to be, they got to know you, like you, and trust you in order to move forward. So customer relation is very important. And of course, time management. We've talked about it, many times, what to do with your time, how to work effectively. To me, calling somebody first thing in the morning, before 8 o'clock, not a good use of time. Calling them too late in the day, not a good use of time. Knowing when to call somebody and when to manage and schedule your time is very important. You got to maximize your time. And when it's time to work, eliminate the distractions and go to work. Focus. But time management as brokers are paramount, very important. Of course, motivation and mindset. I always say when we come out of these meetings, sometimes people get jacked up and they're motivated and excited, and that lasts literally about 10 minutes. So you have to find something that motivates you. You have to have the right mindset. So it's got to be internal. If you don't have that strong reason why you want to do this business, that's going to get you excited and motivated on a daily basis. Because let's be realistic. This business can really punch you in the face once in a while. What do? We get rejected. I had a phone call come in yesterday. My wife was next to me. And it was a guy, pitching me on something. And I said, no, I'm not interested. Please put me on your do not call list. And he still kept talking. And I hung up on him. She goes, geez, have you ever been hung up on? Did people hang up on you? I said, yeah, every single day. I wasn't rude. I told him, no, thank you. And put me on your do not call list. And he's still pitching. Click. I've been hung up on before. I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. But my goodness, if I took it personal, I wouldn't be in the business. People do hang up on you. It's okay. But I have to be motivated to get on that next call because I don't know if that's that next $100,000, $200,000 licensee. I just don't know. I don't have that knowledge. I like tracking performance and evaluating my method of operation. That gives me feedback. Doing the right activities in the right times. Feedback's important, tracking everything, and of course, collaboration and support. You're not by yourself. This is really about working together and sharing best practices with each other, providing opportunities to team build. And I know some of the brokers are putting a focus not only on finding people to become a licensee, but also they're looking to build their network of brokers, build out their agencies. Larry's going to talk about that in just a bit. So team collaboration and support, very important. Who's the team builders out there? Industry market trends, being up to date on the industry and what's happening. And here's information I didn't know. And I love hearing what's happening with some of our companies that we represent. Aloha, we have operators, actually they call them market developers, people that do wash, dry, fold, that have earned over $10,000 in income. That's powerful information. It's good to know what's going on in the industry, the wash, dry, fold, the on-demand laundry service industry. But when the company has operators making $10,000 part-time, that's newsworthy. That's powerful. All that tells me it's working. Very significant. Keep a pulse on what's happening in the industry, in the market, in the company, and of course, training and development. I always look at these meetings that you always try to look for a gem. You look for a kind of a nugget, a pearl that you can take with you and implement into your day-to-day, operations. And those are, I say, 10's probably enough, right? So when you look at advancing your business, how do you advance your business? How often? How much? When? What? Why? All the same stuff we talk about, is what are you doing? I mean, the nice thing is I kind of see activity, and you as an agency, you will have also view of your brokers. But if you have a broker on your team and you know that there hasn't been any leads put in their system in the last month or so, are they really working the business? Don't kid yourself. Of course they're not. I mean, as you're team building, you're able to see broker activity. Brokers are in business for themselves. They should know what to do to build their business. If they're not, then the question is, okay, hey, what can I do to help you get some personal momentum in your business? But if they're not willing to prospect, are they in business? No. So you have to go find someone that does want to prospect and accelerate and be part of the business growth. Don't spend your time with brokers that aren't willing to put in the time, energy, effort, and resources to build the business. You're wasting your time. Work with the people that want to work with you. I say, work with the stallions, the people that you want to run with. It makes it easier to really move the business forward when you're working with people, like-minded individuals that look in the same direction. But if somebody's on your team and they're not producing any leads, what are they doing?